But Derek, are you gonna get a new social media post for the Shaheed touchdown, or do you just recycle the one?
You talking about where he's down there somewhere? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very creative, so it might be the same.
Just change the caption to like 2024.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the idea. Yeah, it might be the same. I don't know. But yeah, that was a fun way to start the season for sure.
Hey, Derek, you're not letting Clint go back to the press box, are you? You gonna let him stay on the sideline?
He better not. That's an option. I'm not saying he better not go back up after that.
But what was that like, just having him down there today, and how did it go?
It was great. In the preseason, we only have so many few opportunities, and we're not really game planning, not really watching film on who you're playing either. And so, like the feeling on the sideline is like practice, But when you get into a regular season game and he can feel the presence of, we have a lot of veterans on offense. We got a lot of older guys that have played a lot of football, and he can feel like, hey, we got your back, and we're telling him, hey, stay aggressive. He's coming to me, stay aggressive. And it's like you can feel that energy from each other. I think it's nice to have him right there, and it's nice to have my quarterback coach right there be a buffer, because it's not always going to be perfect or it's not always going to be pretty. So it'd be nice to have someone there to be a buffer as well, at times. And so, I think that they obviously, you could tell, have all worked together. You can tell that, their cohesiveness and all that was, unbelievable, to me. I thought that was really cool to see. That's something I was actually excited to see, how they made adjustments, how they talked about things. Because I've seen it done the right way. I've seen it done the wrong way, and I was excited to see how they did it. So it was cool to see, But that's just one game, So hopefully we can keep that going.
Derek, could there have been a better proof of concept for the offense? Just all the stuff you're working on that you guys were able to go out there and do today.
Yeah, you score 47 points or whatever it was, and that's hard to do at any time, especially in this league, and especially against that defense. They're unbelievable. And so, hopefully, the fans and everybody got to see, what it can be, what it could potentially be. But everyone's going to want to talk, how exciting it was for the offense, but our defense gave us a lot of short fields. We were able to go score in the red zone, which, was awesome and all that, but, we get a block punt on special teams. It's a team game. And so, you guys are going to get annoyed at me for saying that, but I'm going to say it all year. This is a team. This is a team that is super close to one another. The unity that our team has, the cohesiveness, the brotherhood that we have. Yes, I want to give praise to Clint, and I want to give praise to the defense and all that. But we're all in this thing together, and so them setting us up for short fields allowed us. It's hard to score that many points when you have to do it from the 20 every time, but them setting us up with short fields and us executing, allows a day like that to happen. And so, yes, hopefully everyone's excited about that, but at the same time, I hope that our defense gets a lot of praise for setting us up to be able to go do that.
What did you see on the Shaheed touchdown?
Yeah, so it was a great design. Clint set it up, single high. And, obviously it was different read, check, and all that kind of stuff. But we got the look, and the safety stayed on that hash and stayed low. Put my eyes on him to make sure he didn't get off, and then Rashid beat the corner. And that corner's probably thinking he has help, there. But just the way that Clint designed it, to put something in front of him, where that guy can get the ball too, or that guy can get the ball down the field. And it was just great design by Clint. Good job by the offensive line. Give me that half a second extra so that I could make that throw. And, she just went and got it.
To have that aggressiveness on third down, opening drive, and to have him go let's go deep, what was that say about Clint and the kind of offense he has?
It says that he's going to stay true to what he has on the call sheet and what we watched on film. There was an opportunity there that we felt that was there, and we talked about it throughout the week, and, he didn't shy away from it. He's like that's why we practice, that's why we go through the film and all that. And when it came through the headset, I was like, oh, let's go. And so that one fired me up too, because he stayed true to what we thought we'd get in that moment.
Derek, how on point was Clint on third down? There was a 3rd and 7, the pitch to Alvin. It seemed like you guys had him off balance on third down all game.
I hope all this love continues all the time for Clint. Because this is a long year, and I'm going to remind y'all about everyone loving Clint and myself right now. But, I think, it was he had a great game. And again, anytime you can have a great game in this league, coaching or playing, you'll remember it forever, and he did. He had a great day. Our guys, had a great plan on certain situational stuff for us. We all believed in it. We executed it in practice, and we executed in the game. And so, I thought the game plan was awesome. I got to move around more out of the pocket than I ever have got to in my life. So I've been praying for these days. This was awesome.
Derek, five different players reached the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
How gratifying is that for you?
It's amazing. And, you try your best, to, highlight players. Everyone in the world knows Olave is our number one guy. Everyone in the world knows I want to throw it to him 30 times a game, and for us to still be able to stay balanced and be a balanced attack. And, there's things that he's doing to defenses, without him even touching the ball sometimes. And I know that's not fun for him or his fantasy owners, but it helps us as a team. And to get 5 different guys in the end zone, that just shows the versatility and, that we're not just going to be one-dimensional. We have to be a balanced team if we want to do what we want to do. And so, it's not always going to be, that way or that easy to do one or the other. And we just got to figure out a way to win. And like I told y'all last year when I came here, all I want to do is win. And so if that means throw it 10 times or throw it 50 times, I really couldn't care less. I just want to win. So that just shows me we found a way to get in the end zone. We found a way to win today, and that was what it took today. DA kept saying it takes what it takes, and that's just what it took today.
Derek, you say you like to run the ball, but that criticism did already come for you on social media today when you didn't just take the rushing touchdown. Why did you decide to throw it instead?
Because Foster waved his hand. Anytime a receiver waves his hand as a quarterback's running this way and they wave their hand in the middle of the field, we just feel like we have to throw it. It's like a bug to one of those zapping lights. I don't know what it is. I was about to run it because to be honest with you, he wasn't even in the read. And so I was about to take off and just go in, but Foster waved his hand, so I have to throw it.
Derek, what was the design on that play? Like, was Landon Young an option for that? I mean, what was the?
Landon caught a touchdown in practice. Yeah, and so there. It sounds funny, but I mean, everyone that could have been a fun one to talk about too. Getting Landon involved in the pass game. But Landon was for sure a viable option. But yeah. I won't get too much into the read and scheme, but.
What about the throw to Juwan that you had? It looks like. Did you see him early enough?
No,
Did you see him late when he was?
He's just a part of the read and a scramble drill opportunity. Okay. And so they sat low and outside on AK. Then I went to move, and for some reason I just felt like there was no edge to the defense, so I just went to extend the play in the red zone. Some of the best plays happen when you just extend them down there, and we had 2 of them today. So I just extended it, and we always talk about that route getting thrown on a scramble drill. And I just put my eyes there, and I heard Foster yelling from the sideline the corner route. So I'm just trying to give Foster all the credit I can.
Derek, take 2 more for Derek, please.
Did you see a different, did you feel a difference in the crowd today, or had you seen the Superdome rocking like that in the beginning of the buses?
They liked us a lot today. That was nice, and that was a lot of fun. So, last year, towards the end of the year, it felt like how it should, but we didn't earn that at the beginning of the year last year. And so we're just trying to, show our city how much this means to us. And I was told not to lower my shoulder anymore because of that. I'm just trying to show, my teammates, our city, our organization, I'll do whatever it takes for us, But DA cussed me out and said, don't do that again. So, to us, we just try and win their heart. And I know that when we play well, because the standard is so high here that, we'll have their heart. And when we have their support like that, you see how they're taking timeouts on third downs. They're taking timeouts down the red zone. The fans, I don't know, they understand, when they, when they're behind us like that, it's such an advantage for us as a team. It is so hard to communicate. A lot of this game is communication. And if you can't communicate because of the fans, that is a distinct advantage. And so we're super thankful for them, having our back tonight.
Derek, with the ups and downs of last year and the booing and things like that, did you feel like you personally, you needed a fast start to maybe get the fans on your side and,
I was trying to pick off where we were last year. That was my mindset. So I hope that answers it. That's where my thoughts were, is we just got to keep playing, with that aggressiveness, with that mentality, as much as we can to come into the season. And I knew if we could do that and execute, then it was going to be great. Because at the end of the year, it was so fun. Like, the fans have been great. All offseason, the fans were great. Every time I was around with my kids at baseball games, it was freaking awesome. Like, I haven't had one bad experience since that one time in the Superdome. And so, but rightfully so. Like, during that game, we started playing better, and they're like, "Hey, that's what we want," And so I was like, "I'm trying," but to have that atmosphere, to have that behind us, that's going to help us win here at home for sure. But my thoughts were just trying to, based off of last year, just like let's carry that over. Cool. Thank y'all.